So I want to come on and talk to you this evening about something that I've been thinking about. Oh, hello, look at that. What is this? Do you know what this is? This is, I've had a baby hair regrowth. Didn't realise it was quite as fluffy as that. Hi, Maria. So yeah, this is a subject that I want to talk to you about. Following a few conversations I've had this week, and it's a subject that every single consultant that comes into the business, they all think the same things. Hello. Oh, I've got something to tell you as well in a minute. Oh my God. There was a bit of a tragedy in Casa Sawkins today. Sponsoring, it's something that I want to just do a bit of myth busting, because there's a lot of things, especially with a lot of new consultants coming into the business, that I hear, and that it's natural human nature, that things that people think, but I want to like smash all those myths out of the window tonight. So first of all, before I do, I am going to upload this on my YouTube after, so anyone that's watching this is probably going to be in Scentsy anyway, so they're going to get it. Look at this. Look what happened today. So this is was my Sensational Start Level 3 warmer. It's smashed. I am literally devastated. So I can't even blame the kids. I am going to get a replacement whether I have to beg for one or buy one. But look, it's all smashed at the bottom. So I can't even blame the children. I was tidying up out here, and I've taken all my shelves down in my office because I'm getting a new desk, because I wanted a bit of a clearer space, and I've ordered some more storage, and that was on the floor, and I can't even blame Finley because I was moving it. Look, Jade, you just come on and look what happened to my warmer today. This is my Sensational Start Level 3 warmer. I can't even blame Finley because he was trotting around and I picked it up. So he didn't hurt himself, and then I picked it up and I dropped it. So I can't even blame the 1-year-old. It's totally my fault. Smashed glass everywhere. What a worry. Anyway, that was my little escapade this afternoon. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm going to be like 5 or 10 minutes. I want to keep it really short and sweet. And then I'm going to upload this to YouTube so any new consultants can watch this going forward. So I'm going to try and keep it on topic, and I want to talk to you about sponsoring and getting rid of any myths or any preconceived ideas that you might have in your head about sponsoring. Hello, Lisa. I nearly called you Peggy then. Lisa's husband calls us Peggy and Bet because I'm from the north of England and she's from London, Essex. So, myth busting with sponsoring. Okay, so loads of times people will come into the business and they will say, I'll have conversations with them, and they will say, oh, I can't sponsor any new teamies yet because I've only just joined. That's myth. That is, so let's think of a term we can use this. I think it's something new. But basically, that is myth number 1. You can sponsor from the day you are a Scentsy consultant, okay? The three core concepts of our business are buy, host, join. Buy the product, host a party, join the business. What you have your hands on is literally a golden opportunity. What you have your hands on here is a gift to somebody. Like, you are offering somebody the opportunity to earn extra income, gain more self-belief, grow in confidence, build a new network of friends. Literally has the potential to change their life in so many ways spectacularly, or they can earn a bit of free wax if they want to. So what you have your hands on is a golden opportunity. So the 3 core concepts of our business are buy the product, host a party, join the business. I can guarantee, because I'm guilty of it as well, even 3 years in, when you're having conversations on a day-to-day basis, I can guarantee 95% of you, if you're really, really, really honest with yourself, when you speak to people, you're talking about this bit, you're talking about this bit, you are not talking about joining the business. Now, if you're really, really honest with yourself, because we all do it, nobody has enough joint conversations. Nobody does. Because they think, oh, I don't know enough about the business, or I don't know this, or I don't know that. It does not matter. The best day Natasha, I'm gonna cover this in a minute, okay? The best, you can literally sponsor from the day that you become a Scentsy consultant, because you do not need to know all the answers. It is never ever, it doesn't matter if you've been in for 2 minutes, 2 weeks, 2 years, 20 years. It is never your responsibility to run your team member's business. That is always their responsibility. You sponsor them into the business, you guide them to the direction of where the information is, but the learning comes from the individual. When they join as an independent Scentsy consultant. Listen to that word right there, independent. So I have had people join, I will literally get an email, I've had it happen maybe a couple of times in 3 years, where I'll just get an email saying, oh, you have a new consultant in your downline. I'll reach out to that person and invite them into this environment, and they're just happy to do it completely on their own. And that's fine, because literally anybody can go on the internet. I'm going to talk about the host join kit in a minute, my love. Anyone can go online, go onto Scentsy.com, say they want to join, click a drop down box and select a consultant and join with that consultant. So that then is taken out of your hands. That is if you are from once you're lead consultant and above. Well, that's another topic. But what I mean is, the reason you can sponsor from day one is because you do not need to know all the answers, because it is not your responsibility to give them the answers. It is your responsibility as a sponsor to help guide them in the right direction so they can find the answers themselves. But you do not need to know everything about everything, because you never will. You will never ever know all the answers to everything. So you can join. It's actually, in fact, it's better to sponsor people early on, because then you're learning together. You're learning and you're growing, you're growing your businesses together, so you can bounce off each other and you can share ideas and you can help each other. I sponsored my first team. I was at, do you know what, before I came live, I was going to look at the actual date. But within the first 3 weeks, I'd sponsored Michelle Mitchum, Gemma Owens and Hayley Keys. Within the first 3 weeks of joining the business, I'd sponsored 3 team members, because I was passionate about it and I was excited, and they already loved the products. They were at my launch party, they were thinking about it, and I went, look, just give it a go. You do not, hello, you do not need to know all the answers. So by saying, oh, I've only just joined, I can't sponsor anybody yet, you absolutely can, because all the information that the independent consultant needs to know is on the workstation. You can learn together, you can guide them together. I, as your SSD, have set up this group with a 10-day new starter bootcamp. So technically, to sponsor somebody into the business, you need to be able to say to them, can you watch some YouTube videos? I'll do the training for you. So you do not need to know all the answers because of what we as leaders have put into place for you. So that's the first thing. So when you are having these conversations with people, if you have a customer, this is the next thing, myth number 2. Okay, so myth number 1 was you need to have been in for ages to sponsor. You do not. You can sponsor from the day you join the business. Okay, myth number 2. I don't want to sponsor my best customers because I'm scared of losing customers. I literally cannot tell you how much that shudders the real potential of having somebody that absolutely loves the products. They are your best team members. If you look at my downline, probably 70% of my downline are people that were customers first, because they love the products. They already know about Scentsy. I was a customer first. They're already recommending it to their friends and family. So why would they not want to earn a bit of money by doing that? And you, as a consultant, you need to not worry about losing them as a customer, because there are millions of people in the world. You can always find new customers. You are much better to have a success from a business perspective for both them and for you. You are much better to have a successful team member than you are a customer. Okay, I'm not going to go into figures and numbers, but just believe me when I tell you, you are much, from a business perspective for both of you, from a financial perspective for both of you, you are much better to have a successful team member than a customer. And you can always find new customers. Okay, so that's myth number 2. Myth number 3. Okay, it's not a myth, but do you know about the host join kit? Obviously, I spoke about this yesterday on a separate training, but the £24 kit is gone. That is not available anymore. We only do that once a year. It was £19 join kit last year, but that's gone now. But you always have the opportunity, right, bring it back, Sawkins. If somebody's interested in joining the business, hand on my heart, the absolute best kit for them to join the business with is the £85 kit, because it literally has everything they need to get their business running off the ground. Every single bit of, like, everything. So the reality is, if they can, I don't even want to say stretch to the £85, because honestly, I have had people who have not had the money to join, but they have said, right, do you know what? I'm going to use my birthday money. I'm going to sell some stuff on eBay to raise the money. If people really want to find £85, they'll find £85 to buy the kit. And I only know that because I've witnessed that from people from all different walks of life, from various, if people want to buy, like, generally, if people want to find the £85 to join the business, then they will. And it shows a commitment to that they want to obviously, they want to do it, basically. If they really can't, what I'm saying is that there's no shadow of a doubt, the reason that is the business builder kit, and that's the kit that is available, that is your first part of call, is that because that is the best kit to join the business. Having said that, we have other kits. We have the host join kit available, and you can 100% start a business with that and then build on that as you go. Okay, and the host join kit is £50. On every single qualifying party that you put through, you have the host join kit available. Okay, on every single qualifying party. So if you are actually out in the world partying right now, which, oh my God, I can't wait to party again. Like, I've missed it so much. If you are at an actual party and you have a hostess, you can offer that hostess kit to them at the party. Before you close out their party. But on any qualifying order that you put through, you have a host join kit on there. So you can offer that to somebody that's been thinking about joining. That is £50. You obviously don't get as much in there, but it's still definitely enough to get their business started. If you have host credit on that order, you can use, if you choose to, again, it's your business, you can choose to use some of that host credit to offset against the cost of the kit. So the kit's £50. If you have £25 host credit sitting there and you don't want to use that host credit on product and you choose to offer that to somebody, that means you can offer somebody the host join kit for £25 or £24. So it matches the price of the mini kit, but they get a heck of a lot more. So again, can't advertise it publicly. You can advertise it that you have an offer, and then you can disclose the price of a private message. But that is an opportunity for you on every single party order that you close off on the system. You have a kit available for a reduced price. So the cost of the kit, again, is a myth, because there's always a way to overcome it, because either you can offer the host join kit to them, or if they really want to join the business and really don't have any of the funds to do it, they can collect in orders from friends and family to the value of a qualifying party. You can put that through, and then they can get the host kit on that, and then you can flip the party to them, as I discussed yesterday. So again, there is always the option for that kit as well. Okay, so that's the third thing. And that's it really. I guess it's just to say, always remember, buy, host, join. Do not be frightened. Sorry, should have put my message up. Don't be frightened of having join conversations. If you're, from day one, so many people, and I know this happens because I used to do it in the beginning, so many people will fall into the trap of, if they're talking to somebody about it, do you want to try the product? Do you want to host a party? Never mention joining. Why? It's just a question. It's just a question like everything else. Oh no, one other thing I am going to say is, if you're new, and you will hear this term a lot, and if you've been in for a while, you'll know that I'm smiling because we say this all the time. If you need to get comfortable with hearing the word no, because you're going to hear no, you're going to hear the word no a lot as a Scentsy consultant. You are, because it is just the way of the world. People are never necessarily always going to say yes to you first time, and that's all right, because if you're hearing the word no, it means you're working. If you're not hearing no's, you're not working your business, because you need to hear enough no's, and then the yeses will come, and then what will happen is some of those no's, you planted a seed, and they will come back later. So I'm gonna use a few examples on here that I know will not mind me referencing them. Ria, one of my best friends, asked her probably for 2 years. Lisa, my school mummy friend, probably for a similar amount of time. So it's never personal. It's never personal. Unless somebody is in your face screaming at you going, oh my God, leave me alone. I don't want to buy a Scentsy. I do not want to be a Scentsy consultant. Point blank, categorically, never ever ring me or text me ever again, and then they block you. I think that's pretty clear. They're not really interested. If they're just saying, oh no, I just don't think it's for me at the minute, hon, like, I've got this da-da-da-da going on, ask them again. Ask them again. Ask them again. Ask them again. And ask them again. Because if they're spending a lot of money on Scentsy, they could be earning money on their own orders. They could be earning free product as well as earning money on what they would have spent on Scentsy anyway. And before you know it, they could be a lead consultant, a star consultant. They've seen the Scentsy way and then they fall in love with the business just like you do. So never, ever, ever, ever be frightened of having joint conversations. You can sponsor from day one because I and various other leaders have put the training in place for you. Like I said, never be scared of sponsoring because all you need to be able to say is, can you watch 10 YouTube videos? That's it. Never worry about the cost of the kit because we have the host join kit available that you can offset with your credit. And what was the third thing that I said? Oh my God, I can't remember. But it'll come back to me. Oh no, one last thing I do want to say on this topic is, when somebody asks you about joining, try not to like stick up Scentsy on them. Now what do I mean by that? If somebody's coming to you and they want to know more information about joining, do not send them a message where they're going to open the, well, do you know what? I just went to look for my phone. I'm talking on my phone. See? Honestly, I do worry I'll get through the day sometimes. And they open their phone and you send them a message and he goes, da, 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 da. Do you know what that's going to do? That's going to make them close their, or like close down their phone and look the other way and run in the other direction because you have literally just gone for loads of information at them. They do not need to know about this PRV and that PRV and you can do this in your first 70 days. They don't need to know all about that. They've asked for a little bit of information about joining the business. So keep it really, really simple. You have a pre-designed website by Scentsy which has a frequently asked questions section on there. This is what I say if somebody asks me about joining the business. Hi lovely, oh my goodness, you would just love Scentsy, it's literally the best thing ever. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pop you a little link to my website which has got a few frequently asked questions on there. Have a little read through at your leisure. 99% of the time, most of the questions that people have are answered in there. If you've got any other questions, come back to me. The biggest thing I can say to you is it's no pressure. So much support, more support than you can ever need, and literally you can just buy the kit and see how you go. That is it. And then send them that link to the, that is what I do, because if you literally, to use that term again, stick up Scentsy on them, they're just going to run in the other direction and it's going to overwhelm them. And they don't need anything about the compensation plan is on there, anything about any promotions is on there, any, you know, everything is on there for them to read at their leisure. And then if they come back and they've got questions, then you answer their questions when they come to you. Because if you throw too much at them, it's just going to overwhelm them. So I hope that helps. Buy, host, join. Don't just be having the buy and host conversations. If you want to grow your business, you need to be asking enough people. Just drop it into conversation. Have you ever thought about joining? Have you ever thought about joining? Have you ever thought about joining? And what was I going to finish on? Buy, host, join. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm sure you get my gist from now. Right, have a lovely remainder of your evening, whatever you are up to. And if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay in the comments. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then you should totally join Scentsy. Bye-bye.